I can't wait to see Rave spawn in as naked streaker in all caps and see him run around on disconnect.
That bit has already been run.
Shout out to the OGs
You
who
only get
remember
one
that
of
one,
those.
but that's crazy.
Who was that, by the way? I don't actually
I know.
remember.
I think it was Gus.
Oh, yeah, it was
it's
Gus. Yeah,
insane.
okay, I remember. Yeah, never mind. It was funny, to be fair. Anyways, 0-0. Before we take a look at the lineups, score predictions, everybody in the call, starting from the top. Brumbaugh, go.
What?
Score prediction, go.
15-6.
Okay, Rave.
15-1.
Ed.
15-0, 2B.
Okay. Adam. I'm going to say 15-2 because 45E dropped 1, and we're better than the 2B, so they're going to get maybe one more round.
But Sunny Something only got 1, and we beat them in G League, so...
Yep. Although the 2BIR are not going to make the same mistake that the 45E did, and it looks like they're going to run away with this first round. Now, does it work? Now, if you win the first round, does it like... Because the 26 won the first round, and then they didn't win another one, so T2B won the first
Charles
round?
has a 10 impact.
Oh my gosh.
And Charles has a 10 impact.
Oh
yeah,
my
they
gosh.
did this thing where Charles just dove in mid.
Yeah, he just
dove.
dove straight up.
Yeah, and instantly
And he
too.
got
Like
four
there was
kills,
no
And if you
hold
look
line
over-
phase. Like
Yeah,
If you look over to
26
the
facing
26,
really bad.
They all have 0 impact and 1 is negative.
If they yeah, okay, they're facing a little bit, but like the only thing that you can do to beat, like 2B is gonna win in the mid, right? With like the gust dive and then their follow up stab. So like they just have to be able to play close. Like if they can mitigate the gust dive or just the Charles dive, and then just like not insta eat shit offline, like they can actually win. But if they're gonna play spread out like that, then it's gonna be a rough game.
dude, they let this Charles guy play in G League? What the fuck, dude? He must have dropped 40 kills every game.
Yeah, mid dead for 26.
Yeah, they're just going in hard.
Or even. Yeah.
I mean, if there's any strategy that could cause a 15-0, like the 45E are playing for the flanks. You know, you can lose the flanks by mistake, but like when you're running at the mid like this, what do you do? You just have to
Wait,
sit there
Frankie
and
just
take it,
mogged
right?
Gus. Frankie McKnight slap mogged Gus live on stream.
Who is that screaming going into the
That's
1v2?
Barry.
Cooper
Frankie with 4
7-0.
kills.
Oh shit, 4-1 in a 2-0, 1.7.
Yeah, it
impact.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter because the 26 mid died in about half a second. So
Yeah. It's going to be rough with the 2B diving, but it's going to be extra rough if the 26 spreads out in mid, because that's just like...
yeah, it's like there's two steps here with the 2B, right? They first dive you and then they like spread you out and take 1v1s, right? And they spread everybody out. So you gotta play really close together and you gotta mitigate the dive and then you win, right? But 26 they're still really spread. There's still some insane gaps. And that's not what you like to see.
I'm hitting the nut slap cam this round, see what's going on in that brain of his.
I mean, he mogged Gus, so
Let's see if he can do it twice. He might have
I think
used
he
all
can
his
mod
magic
Blazy
up,
on this
but...
con.
Yeah, if there is a side they're going to win, it would probably be this right side in general. Although they're winning the left side slowly. Not
Completely
the
lost
right
right there.
side, though. Yeah. Not finishing up that 2v1 on left quite quickly enough. They're in a 3v3 now. And then the cavalry has arrived. It is not the British are coming. It is, in fact, the Prussians are coming. GG.
Yeah, I mean, the right column of 26 had an up-down opportunity on Blazy, who was just completely alone. Like, you still, like, if you look at that 26 line, Blazy is on an island. Like, he's alone. They had the up-down opportunity, they didn't take it, and then everyone died. So, it was over.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe whoever threw the down stab on the 26 flank died, but they had a 2v1 going there for a while, and we were on the nut slap cam, so we couldn't quite see it that well, but I saw 2 up stabs being thrown at the same guy for a couple stabs. If we get an up down there, maybe they can win left fast enough and not lose right fast enough to make something happen. They gotta lock in, though. They gotta call these up downs. I got up, I got down, free kills after you get a pick. Oh, okay. GG camera. Is there a Prussian equivalent to the British are coming?
No idea.
The Prussia are coming.
That's so far, actually.
Okay. I mean, like a
This is
historical
mid-dead again.
reference. Like, I know you can say it.
Wait,
Like-
Frankie mogged Opex? Let's see. What's going on?
26 up, 1 on the side again, needing to connect, find the 2v1, selling their backs, though. We're going to have a repeat of last round. The cavalry are coming as the 26 just are trying really hard to not finish this 2v1. Getting a couple of exit frags, causing a TK, goes down. The difference...
their flanks
Go ahead, sorry.
are surviving the first like phase of the dive battle. Their mid is just evaporating instantly, right? So like you have kind of like their mid. If their mid lived, then they could win it. But like even then, you see on their flanks that like their flanks have been getting into even open melees and losing them. That's just kind of an experience diff from 2B. Like they've just been playing together for so long and there's so many pickups and everything that like they just know how to play open melee, and are playing a lot better than 26. So it's like their flanks are just getting slowed down and then chewed up in open melee, and their mid is just continuously getting dove by 3 people and killed immediately. So
Yeah, I think that's a big difference in why you could expect someone like the 2B to get an easy 15-0 here, maybe even easier than a regiment, like if it was the 63 or 7 Foos, for example, is because these guys don't give a fuck. They are running at these guys. They know they're going to skill check them, and they're not waiting at all. They're just going in.
yeah, if the 26 gave 2B like a reason to respect them and like made the 2B respect them, which is really hard because 2B isn't going to respect you. But like against a team like 45V, you know, some Foos, whatever. Like if they gave them a reason to respect them and then they could play off of that, this game could be actually like not super hard, but because they just can't, and 2B's just running at them, it doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible to see the 2B slow down, but like they play with this kind of aggressive mindset pretty much against, it doesn't matter who they're playing against. Like it's like you said, once some respect is earned, they're going to slow down, but ultimately they're still looking for those aggressive target swaps, not always looking for the up down. They're trying to create open melee regardless of who their opponent is. And if the 26 can't stop that, I mean, it's not going to be any prettier than what we've seen already.
Well, it's like anytime you're playing against like a better opponent than you, who's just like raw like skill is better than you, as soon as you like give up and say his raw skill is better than me, I can't beat him or whatever, then you like give them the advantage, right? So like for example, it's like if you're playing flanking, you're cutting it soft, right? Like you just give him all the space in the world to do whatever he wants and he will beat you. Like that's not a winning strategy. The winning strategy is that like you have to fight them, make them respect you, and then back off of you, and that's the only way that you can win in these.
Yeah, absolutely. To be finding the first 2 picks. A lot of picks to a little. 26 though, trading somewhere. It's hard to tell because 2B are answering back so quickly. 3v1 and 2v1. Both ended basically at the same time, 6-0. As we head into the 7th round, Cooper boasting the highest KD. I guess Alpha Star technically has the highest KD because he has an infinite KD with 0 deaths. But out of the people with deaths, Cooper 8 KD, 3.4 impact, not quite at the top. Charles, still, he got a little bit of pad. I think I don't know. I guess it's based on score, but him having the 10 impact at the beginning might be why he's still ahead of Cooper, even though he has 4 less kills,
he got
2 more deaths.
Four
like
straight stabs in the first round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Frankie, though, still also, I mean, both people that we saw at the top at the beginning are still at the top. Frankie, 8-5, only positive member of his team, and a 6-0, which is quite impressive. 1.7.
Frankie showed in this most recent HCL that he can actually play the game pretty well.
Yeah,
he's definitely one of their better players.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he way overperformed in HDL compared to where he was drafted, so he's letting us know. Don't sleep on the nut slap.
Oh my gosh, Frankie in the 1v2.
Yep, this could be a 26th round. 3v1.
One mid.
Frankie in the 1v2.
Oh, we need to see the open melee. It doesn't matter. Warden just goes in and straight stabs.
Team kills.
No
3v1.
blocks from 2B.
It's the top frag. If Charles clutches this round, he will definitely stay on top. Let's see what he's got.
This is Charles G League application.
No up down
and it goes
needed.
through.
I mean, that's the respect right there, right? Like there's some just raw gambles from 26th and no block from 2B because 2B didn't respect 26th. They like didn't think that they could actually die. And so like in that open melee, like 2B still really should have won that, but because they all walked into upstabs and didn't block once, they just lost it. So
that was also a huge Frankie McNutt slap round. He won two 1v2s and they got a team kill in the last one before dying. You can even see it in his impact. That's where he popped off.
That's the round where the respect is earned. So 2B now have to block.
Yeah. They had 326 guys in mid that all of them, whatever stab they threw, it was killing someone, and then 2B would come in and try to backstab them, and then they would also just die. So kind of sloppy, over-aggressive open from 2B. If they don't tighten it up, my score prediction's looking good. Let's get some more of those 26th. At least one more. 26 doing well on this kite side. Middle, pretty even.
26 actually up here.
They won right, yeah.
They're gonna have to get these up down quick.
They find that up down on the left side. 3v1 on one, 3v2 on the other. 2B. Gustav deciding to fake the regroup, going back in. 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking competitive. They kind of fluke won that first round, and then that round was a little bit more convincing. They kind of have a slow kite on both sides going, and mid's holding. They're not just eating these dive straight stabs anymore.
I think we're watching the yearly 2B collapse, where they realize that, you know, they haven't been practicing enough, and then they fall apart a little bit. So we could be, or this could just be a 15-2, and, you know, a little bump in the road. Who knows, really?
Yeah, we'll see. Also, I meant to comment on it when he said it, but Rave, you bring up a good point. If Charles would have won that 3v1, maybe we let him out of G League next year. But I think he's got at least one more in him after losing that one. So,
true.
Yeah, I mean, we were about to reject him, but then we saw him sidewalk against 326 members, and we've decided to keep him in the league, actually, for future development.
Yep, he needs some more practice. Gustav finding a pick.
By Gustav.
Yep. More slowly this time, though. 2B up big. 26 with a couple of picks, finding the 2v1 on the left. Oh, getting a backstab there. Charles not knowing the range, while Space Cube comes in for the side swipe. 3 versus 6, 7. Did not go well for them.
Gonna clean it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, just good, actually meleeing and, you know, respecting them. Like, Gus got a good pick in mid after just, like, waiting for the opportunity and then taking it. Like, a lot of stuff like that, where instead of just running in and getting kills or getting straight stabbed, they finally are playing the game. Which is, for 26th, there's actually, like, an opportunity to keep on winning at least a few more rounds, right? Because you're making the 2B play, like, the actual game against you. And you can actually, like, you know, out-strategy that or out-teamwork that instead of just getting skill-checked every round, so...
Yeah, I mean the win that we can all see is that they won 2 rounds while the 2B were playing kind of willy-nilly. Although maybe it was just one willy-nilly. They kind of played normal, still lost. In this 3rd round, 2B locked in, like you said. Gus slowed down, gets the pick, but we'll have to see if that keeps translating well for them. This slow gameplay. As I say that, 2B lunging instantly in the mid. 4 picks for 2B. Actually, wait, no, that's 2 TKs and 2 real kills. So it was an even group fight there for a second. 26 on the scoreboard, winning this left. If they win,
they're going to need to clean up this left if they want any chance of winning the round.
Yeah, stage 1. Dave blocks the backstab, though.
Going to win the 1v1.
Oh my gosh, 26 fighting 2 kills. Regroup.
They're up massive.
5v3. Excellent open melee from the 26. I'm really surprised that worked out well for them. Pushing one side, kiting the other.
Big hunk.
Big hunk.
Massive pick.
The King Slayer, he does it again.
A good 3v1 to end it off. 26 already. Overperforming what most of the casters here thought.
Yeah, I mean, this open melee is so weird. Like, it looks like right there, Sage Mode Dave has his back. He's in a 1v1. He's about to get 2v1, turns around, blocks the stab, and then they're just hitting good swaps, I guess. Like, I don't know. They're winning this left side consistently. The mid is able to regroup, and they're ending up by the end of the round. So,
Sorry, got cold hands, man.
It's kind of insane that Sage Mode Dave gets that kill there, because, like, Joyce is new, so like I don't want to shit on the guy, but like he's doing the new player like spectating, you know, the 2v1 where he's kind of just following, and he's not like shoulder to shoulder with them, and it was like real tough. Like it looked like Sage Mode Dave was gonna get up done, but he got a huge kill.
Yeah, he had a really nice reaction block. He just turned around, blocked it, and then they won the 3v2 or whatever it was.
2B diving in, but some of them are gonna be traded out. But overall, they're gonna get a lot more picks than they lost there.
Yeah,
sweeping these flanks.
This 26 side that's been consistently winning, playing a little bit too slow for how quickly the 2B is winning the other side. Now we have a lot versus a little, the classic Cloud dominating.
2B is definitely still refusing to respect a lot of the 26 players. They are just either gambling or just going in immediately still.
Yeah, it almost looked like, I mean, I guess it kind of works in, you know, they get slowed down for a little bit, but then they look for a new hole. Once they find that hole, they're diving in it again. So 26 had their respect for a little bit. They've got to earn it back again.
Wait, do you have a team or no? Hold on.
Oh.
I gotta turn off this voice chat. I fly around. I can't get away from it. Audio, voice chat. Wait, it's at 0. Why can I hear them? I'll just press K.
Press K.
Yeah,
press K, bro.
But I have
don't
voice
think I've
chat
ever
at
had the
0,
voice chat.
guys.
Let me put you on something, Adam. Pressing K
I
all the
know,
time.
I know.
I don't think I've ever had voice chat unmuted in this game. I turned that off at 100 hours.
Stop going in.
Gustav immediately
dive?
diving in.
Oh no!
Oh
4
my
picks,
god,
5
getting team
picks.
killed from 2B. This is going to be a 2B round if they can clean this up.
Yeah, they'd have to try pretty hard to throw this one. At this point, Carjack's not the savior we needed. 9-3 as we head into the 13th round. It's so weird. Gustav there went for that kill. I'm pretty sure Duke just barely aimed his bayonet wrong. He had stab prio, and Gus just, like, barely was not in the face of it. Like,
a lot of these 2B members right now are just running around gambling, and if you're not prepared for it, and you are, like, you're too focused on, like, I need to block and survive, instead of, oh, I have priority, I can just stab him, like, I don't need to respect his gamble, then you're gonna die.
yeah. And it's so funny because, like, at least for one round, it would work. It's like the 2B, they're not stopping. They're not like, oh, I see a target switch, wait, go for it. They're just W King. 26 could literally just say, okay, on 3, we hit the farthest guy forward with a triple up down, and you know, you get at least 1 kill. Maybe you get traded out, but they got to try something like that. I mean, look at this. It's just boom, going in, boom, going in. Like, they do not care.
Yeah, and Cloud is just going to be completely diving through everything.
Carjack's putting on the
like
dance
a...
moves, calling a TK.
Another
Calling 2 TKs.
Carjacks.
Wait a minute.
Looked pretty good there. Yeah, I mean, the 2B are just hard skill checking them. It's not as quite as just straight W keying as I made it sound. You know, they're throwing a stab, but then the trade stab comes in, and then another trade stab comes in, and it's just the 26, they're getting really overwhelmed. We need to see some proper counter stabs. Obviously, better blocking helps, because not a lot of these switches are not up downs. Like I get it. You get a little overstimulated, especially in the mid. There's 6 guys in front of you, but we gotta see some counter stabs. They will die. They are not blocking. If 2 stabs get thrown at them, they're gonna go down. We gotta lock in 26. Hit some up downs in the mid. That's where they're tearing you up right now. Your flanks are holding okay. Mid, not so much.
That's it. I'm spawning in. They had it for 26.
The Ed mid, the Ed ROW mid. Instantly, stabs being traded. 26 electing to kind of go aggressive on that one side, whoever that is. Not going well
just
for them,
dove in the
though.
1v4. He's gonna go down.
Notably, Barry caused 2 team hits. Didn't get a kill though. So
That's unfortunate. 2B looking to play 2 up this round with 14 spawned in.
Charles with a more realistic claiming of his top spot now. Before it was kind of like, he's getting kind of padded, but now he's 20. He has 21 kills. He's 21 and 9. You could argue that Cooper maybe needs to be up there, but I'm assuming he's not kill streaking or not getting first picks. Probably both. Cooper is not the run-in and W key player like some of these other guys, or at least like the 3
Cooper is
people
also
above him.
playing on their weaker flank with Blazy, Alpha Star, and Lob.
I see.
It seems like 2B's kind of opted for a weak flank so that their top performers can go to mid to farm.
That's fucked up. They left Cooper all alone over here. No flame.
26 getting some picks, but 2B is just already through the mid, and they are going to be getting backstabs.
Yeah, 26 have an advantage on this left, though. If they can clean this up quickly, it could be a competitive round. Perfect name needs to live. Let's take Lob out here, and we have an even 4v4.
Carjack's could get 1 here, it'd be massive.
Oh, if Carjack just goes
He
right
doesn't
there,
have a
he's
range.
out. Oh, so close, 4v5. Lob lives 2, so unfortunate. 2 up stabs and 2 down stabs from left to right. Not quite the up-down formation you want to see.
We're going to need to win our 1v3s here if we want to see a chance, but it's going to be Barry in the 1v5. He's going to go down to Gustav.
Man, you hate to see...
There was definitely a chance there if they cleaned that up.
Yeah, if they kill Lob there, it's a 4v4. Carjack's, I think... I mean, you got to really have your head in the game to see. I think he had a little bit of a slant angle. He could have ran there to not get caught in that 4v2. Maybe I'm wrong. It was kind of an in-the-moment thing. Lob...
I think he may have been focusing on a different target running from, and he didn't see like the other 3 people coming from his side.
Yeah,
Because he was already running from somebody else.
he might have been looking in his rearview mirror when there was a semi-truck in front of him. The classic. Yeah. That's my favorite kill. It happens... it notably happens to, like, Wi-Fi a lot. He'll be, like, running at me in pickups or something, and you can tell he's looking at the people behind him, and you just straight stab him, and then you laugh, because it's funny. Also,
Well, like there in
26
the
Go ahead, sorry.
mid is like the same thing that happened the Sunny 7th, where Gus dove in, everyone looked at Gus, and then Charles just got like 3 free backstabs off of it. Just actually feasting off of those backstabs that Gus gave him.
26 even on this left side once again. Going down as soon as I say that. Joyce in the 2 versus 1 big hunk as well. Joyce causing a TK with the jump, causing another TK. We need to see some more of these cause TKs earlier in the round. You could argue that maybe they're throwing crazy stabs because they're up by 5 people, but I choose to lean on the side of Joyce is just a movement player, personally. Momo and Funky Pharaoh spawning in. You love to see it. I would really like to see. I know the 26. It's like even though this is the 2BR, the 2BIR's weaker flank, they're obviously not worse than this 26 flank, arguably. But if there's somewhere that's going to win for the 26, it's this left side. They're playing it like a normal RGL matchup. They're playing respectfully, slowly. They just got to go in. I mean, they've been winning it, playing slowly. They've got to try to counter skill check them because this slow play is not working well for the rest of the line. 13-3, we see a timeout coming in. Charles 26-10. No positive remembers of the 26th remain. Sage Mode Dave is just on the cusp. Our GOAT, Frankie McNutslap, has fallen a bit. He will have to have a couple of hero rounds to remedy that.
Yep.
I believe.
They have to stop this piston and plunger farm by Gustav and Charles. Gustav is just diving in and he is plunging multiple 26 members out for Charles to just piston in and kill.
Yeah, it's like the 2B mid is like hard to beat when you're a weaker mid, just because like they have that two layered attack where Gus is gonna go in, draw all the attention, and then they get backstabs like that.
Literally, it happens right
like,
there.
Gus.
Gus throws a stab, Charles just boom. It's just instant.
Yeah, as the guy, yeah, it's like 26 looking for the up down, and Gus already did to Charles. Like it's hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially in mid, like on flank, it's kind of, you can, especially like the outer 2, you can kind of hit a block, up, down. Mid is like block, then you probably have a turn if everybody's pistoning and plunging. Or if you're not blocking, it's like a bunch of pistoning and plunging. Yeah, right, exactly.
You gotta hit the up down, like you have to be holding the up down, and then you see him W key, it's like throw the up down, just immediately.
Yeah. Or you counter stab. You block the first stab and you go for the next guy instead of the guy that's in front of you. It's kind of like counter what you would expect on the flank. Like on flank, you say, hey, let's hit the farthest guy forward when we get the up down. In mid, it's like sometimes it works out like that, but other times that guy's probably just baiting you with the plunge. And there's, 4 stabs in front of you instead of 2. Maybe 3.
You know what they say, if you're getting plunged, make sure you have a piston with you.
Sure.
That is what
Currently
they say.
26, they do not have their pistons with their plunges. They're just getting straight
just gotta
plunged,
kill
I
Gus.
guess.
Oh, and the plunge gets the free
Huge
kill.
stab for
Space
space.
Cube counters, though. Not looking good. 2B are up by a lot. Barry in the 2v1. Joyce in the 1v1. Barry hitting the spinning down block of Doom. I think we just saw Warden get a kill in a 1v3. Yeah, that was. Well done. Goes down, though, to Momo at the end. 15-3. Good game. The scoreboard reset. That's going to be unfortunate. Did that reset for everybody? Man, that's